So after a serious amount of fucking around, we're finally back where we left off. Just put some oil in the car and gonna go over and check the sensor, see if the throttle position sensor's finally working, and then hopefully we'll turn it over. Are we getting oil, fuel pressure?
Yep. Yep.
I'm just real nervous. Okay. Alright?
Yeah.
Well, there we have it. It's a bit bloody smoky in here, but the car starts. It looks like it was idling very, very high, around 2k, so I might have to lower that. But yeah, it sounds pretty ruthless. so as we all saw, the car finally fucking runs. There's a few things that I do need to sort out. So there's a pretty big leak coming from the oil sump. So I definitely want to sort that out before I start it next. So I'll probably do that tomorrow night. It's pretty bad. And there's a little leak coming from one of the coolant pipes, coolant hoses, whatever you fucking call it. So I'll just sort those things out. Otherwise, yeah, looks pretty good. Otherwise, the car's idling quite high and it's smoking quite a bit. And I think, from what I've heard, that's real normal for a rotary after a fresh rebuild. Like all the Vaseline and oil in the engine's just kind of burning. Also, I've actually forgot there was tape here that I forgot to take off, so I think that's also part of the reason why I was smoking so much. People in the forums have just been saying just let it smoke out the neighborhood and let it run for like an hour or so, and it should dial down a bit, so we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, so I have the sump hanging down. Oh shit, slide on here, slide on under, and show you. It's just sitting here. So I can't actually get it out. I've got the engine as high as I can get it, and I only just don't have enough room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the driver's side of the subframe. Get out onto here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop that side of the subframe, and hopefully that will give me enough room to get the fucking bastard out. Alright, so that was a bit of a fucking mission, but I've managed to drop the subframe a little bit. Had to get the crowbar out and pry it, and I pulled the sump out, gave it a bit of a clean, and the pickup, I don't know if you can see it there, that's the pickup for the oil. I took that out, cleaned it, put a new gasket and some sealant around it, and now what I'm doing is I've already cleaned around the sump area. There you go. And I'm gonna put some gasket maker around here, put the gasket back on, and then yeah, tighten it back up. Probably won't film it either, just because it can't be fucked. Alright, it's definitely going to be a late one tonight. It's already 1 o'clock. I've just finished putting the sump back in. Roll under here, show you what's going on. So, as you can see, the sump's back in, and I've chucked the engine mount brackets in, torqued them up. So now I'm gonna bolt up the subframe. It's already in place, obviously, just needs to be bolted up, and then put the engine mounts on and drop it down. I don't think that'll take too long. Alright guys, so we're going to start the car again today. Obviously I've done a few bits and pieces since the last time I started it. So I installed that wideband sensor in the gauge. All I needed to do was hook up a 12 volt on accessory for it and a ground for it. And I'm chucking some oil in the car now, and I've got the battery just charging up, so it should be done very shortly. Then I'll just roll the car out, start it up, and see how it goes. running quite rich. I want to see if it gets up to temperature at all. Cool, so as we saw, it runs pretty good. I had to bring it inside because it started to rain, but it looks like the car's running super rich. It's running, as you saw, like 10.5 on the AFRs, whereas it should be running around 13.5 to 14. So that's super rich. So I think that's to do with the tune that's on the car. I see the timing's really far out. So I want to sort all that out before I run the car again, just because the tune's like the most important thing. So I need to sort that out. My speedo, all the like the gauges and everything stopped working randomly, and my headlights won't pop down anymore. But those are all kind of minor things. I want to get the car along further. I'm trying to get a quote for the intercooler piping now, so just there and there, and get the wastegate plumbed back into the exhaust. So that's what I need before the dyno, and the blow off valve, which is part of the intercooler piping, so that will get done. But yeah, it's definitely come a long way. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I'm going to conclude the video there. Yeah, make sure to comment, like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll be bringing you a lot more Rx7 content, hopefully on the road soon as well.